What's going on, guys? Rolled it here, and today we're looking at a game called My Time at Portia. Uh, the game costs $29.99 on the Steam store as of right now. And I'm going to be trying a different kind of format for this video. I've noticed with my recording software that while I'm in game, a lot of times it gets more and more laggy. So I'm just going to be recording just the main screen of the game, and then I'll just be talking about the game. Okay, so let's just jump right into it now. My time at Portia, I've spent 130 hours on, and it's a game that just kind of takes a different approach on the Harvest Moon slash Stardew Valley kind of game. Now, in the game, you have a lot to do actually around. You got your building of the workshop, researching stuff for the workshop. You got farming, you got mining, and combat, and exploring, and so much stuff. You got so many people to meet, so many things to do, so many expansions you can do for yourself, so many different things, which is all good. Um, the town is full of people, like good. It's a good amount of people. Um, Ever since it came out of early access, there's been some good, smooth gameplay. Now I was playing part back in early access and then part outside of early access. So I have kind of both sides. And then throughout the game, there's always more and more to do. There is a midpoint there to where things kind of steady out to where you're doing one or two items a day and then going to sleep, sort of thing. But you can offset that by trying to talk to more and more people, trying to get relationships up, and that kind of thing. Um, like I'm saying, it's a good game. I personally enjoyed it. There's not much I can say past that. I mean, the combat system is very straightforward. You hit, hooray, sort of thing. It's not too in depth. I'd relate it towards like a Minecraft fighting style where you hit, sort of thing, and just try not to get hit back. What else? Well, you got the workshop. There's plenty of upgrades you can do to the workshop. You can try to automate stuff and try to just get things as good as possible going in your workshop, which is great. Um, there's a lot of challenges there and all that good stuff. Let's go on to the bad things. The mini games. There's mini games that you have to do that you don't have to do, but to get certain items you do. They're not they're not great. They're actually really crappy. The mini games are. Um, Even though there's such a good amount of people in the town, a lot of them seem like copy and paste of each other, just little tweaks here and there, with just the same basic idea around them. And then a lot of the cosmetic items, like if you want to upgrade your fence around your house from the basic broken down wooden stuff to, like, let's say a stone, which looks a lot nicer, you're going to be spending close to like 200 coins per fence. Which 200 coins isn't bad, but it's not perfect by any means. Like, it's just a cosmetic item. It's not necessary for the game or to make the game better. It's just more to make your your property look better. Um, Another bad thing I'd say is honestly just the combat. Really, the combat is not up to par to where I would prefer it to be with games these days. I mean, I know this game is not about combat. I mean, in no way, shape, or form is this game more of a Call of Duty or anything like that. But even still, I'd like to see a better form of it. I think they could have gone a little bit better with the combat system here, but it is what it is. Back to a little bit of a good thing. The story behind this game is actually really immersive if you're paying attention and you're actually trying to follow along and figure out what's going on with the town. Um, it's actually pretty great. I liked it a whole lot. Now, I'm also going to start including the system requirements for this game, at least in my opinion, for these games. For this one, I recommend at least a dual core CPU or even a quad core. Now, this can change variant on what class of CPU it is. If it's like an LG 1151 or something like that, Intel, it might be better to go with a quad core versus dual core. I'm not sure on the AMD side personally. With RAM, I wouldn't go below 8 GB and at least a decent graphics card. It's not heavy on graphics, but if you want it to look good, especially since it's a 3D game, you might want something that's at least really good. 1060 at the very least is what I'd say. Now I'll go into ranking the game. This is still the same as I've been doing in previous videos. The difficulty for this game, I'll put it at 6 out of 10. The beginning of the game takes some learning and everything, but past that, it gets really simple and all that. Creativity, I think these games thrive off how creative you can be when you first make it, and I think they did a good job, so I'll give them an 8 out of 10 for creativity. Replayability, I've replayed this game a couple times. Like I said, I have 130 hours on this game. I've actually done 3 whole profiles, going from start to kind of end game. I mean, there's no real end game. There's just a point to where you've kind of got all the research done and out of the way. So, I mean, the replayability is there. So, for a total for the game, that would give it 7.3 officially. But I'm going to round down to just a 7 out of 10. Make it nice and simple. But yeah, my personal opinion, would I buy this game? Honestly, I do own it. I've purchased it. It's the kind of game I like. If you do like Harvest Moon and Stardew Valley, I'm sure you'll find interest in it. If you've only liked one of them, or you're not sure, or you're on the edge, my suggestion, since Steam has plenty of sales, try to catch it on sale. At least 25% off or something like that. Pick it up. I'm sure it'll be worth your time. Okay? Well, thanks, guys, and I'll catch you next time.